Alright, welcome back to the Couch Cup, and today we have a game between Gummibaer and Gummibaer Grün. Unfortunately, original recording was deleted in a panic move by Food Please, so we have to recast this game again, but that doesn't bother us because it was an amazing game in an amazing series. So it's the first game between Gummibaer and Gummibaer Grün. And we actually have an interesting map today, and that is Wolf Hill, where we have a lot of relics in the middle with a lot of wolves and also snow leopards. Okay, and with me today is Food Please and Herr Acker.
Hello there. Hi.
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about the civilizations, and it was viewer's choice indeed. So for Gummibaer we choose Mongols. So what was the thought behind that?
Right, so Mongols, a very strong civ on open maps. Basically the Mongols were chosen to give Gummibaer an advantage because Gummibaer is usually the stronger player. And the Mongols, they have a hunting bonus, they collect food faster from huntables, and also they have very good scouts, they have greater line of sight on the scouts, so their early game should be excellent.
Indeed, and for Gummibaer on the other hand, we choose Turks. So what about the Turks?
Yeah, Akka.
Yeah, I wasn't part of the.
You were part of the
selection process.
Okay,
so,
wasn't there. So yeah, enlighten us, Food, please.
Well, the Turks are, on contrast, a very weak civilization on open maps. They have no early game bonus. They do have a gold mining bonus, but that comes only into play later in the game. And importantly, they have no elite skirmishers and no pikemen. And we know all how much Gummibaer loves his elite skirmishers. He usually amasses dozens of elite skirmishers and is very effective with it, so we denied this possibility from him.
Indeed we did, and there's another small reason to choosing Mongols, and that is because on the current event we get these nice yurts instead of the houses.
Yes.
But you have to play one game on Land Nomad to unlock this. But as we already said, you should do this anyways, because it's a beautiful and very interesting map. Alright, let's look at the scouting. So, Gummibaer scouting very aggressively, immediately finding the TC of Gummibaer Grün. Whereas on the other hand, Gummibaer Grün not really knowing where Gummibaer is, because he thinks, okay, Gummibaer is probably on the other side of the map, but indeed they are very close. So look at this, they're just right beside each other, and the other side of the map is basically empty.
That is actually an amazing instinct from Gummibaer that he ran straight towards his opponent. I'm not sure if that was by chance or if he had seen something that made him think that Gummibaer is in this corner.
Indeed, indeed. He was lucky to find Gummibaer right away, and the early scouting tells me that he might want to go aggressive. And I think that might be the smart choice. So pushing Gummibaer out of the game before he can mass up some amazing cavalry to raid Gummibaer.
Yes, Gummibaer likes to play aggressive, he likes to go forward as well and lame. And his specialty is the Dark Age rush, where he'll send very early in the game, send militia forward to try and distract his opponent.
Indeed, and I think he will do that again this time. So now he has, okay, it's now 5 on wood.
So,
milling his ibex over here. I mean, the mill location is not very nice because his ibex spawned in the wood line. This is much better for Gummibaer, where the ibex are basically roaming around free on this side.
But these are amazing mills. I didn't know that on Wolf Hill you have more deer or ibex than on normal maps.
Indeed. And that's another advantage for the Mongols, because their hunting bonus really kicks in. So we expect a faster feudal time for Gummibaer, and Gummibaer will be behind, but he's already preparing the barracks, so he will go for the rush to delay and distract his opponent.
And that could be very effective, because Gummibaer right now is wide open, and he doesn't really have a chance to wall this map. It is just too open.
Yes.
It would be a nightmare to close all the gaps between these trees.
I mean, you would have to wall all across here, maybe, and then all of these small straggler trees. It's just a mess and super annoying to wall between them. So I don't think walling is an option, or fully walling.
What do you think about dropping an outpost just to get some vision and see where Splaybuzzer might come in?
I would say that might be a good idea. However, you already know that Splaybuzzer is coming your way, so you can take that for granted. But what I don't like is, so instead of an outpost, he should use his scout to actually. Oh, did he lose his scout?
No, he's just running.
He's running all the way.
But he's still not knowing where
Yes,
Splaybuzzer.
so that's what I don't like. He should try to find Splaybuzzer, because then he already knows where the attack is coming from. Because it won't be coming all the way through the middle, because there's a lot of wolves and snow leopards there. So it basically can come in only from this side or from the other side.
And I do not like his scouting at all, because he ran. To go back on the Fog of War,
Yes.
he ran all the way to the right,
Yes.
but then didn't actually check if he's maybe on the bottom right.
Yes, so he should have gone to the right, down, and then over.
Yeah, now he found
And now he found
Splaybuzzer space.
Splaybuzzer.
Yeah.
So he now needs to be careful not to lose any HP here, because he will want to use the scout later on in a scout rush.
And now he goes back home, maybe? No, he's still scouting, but he doesn't scout
He
the
doesn't
barracks.
scout the
and-
barracks, and now the militia are in with a scout, and this could be devastating. This villager will go down, certainly, I think, and maybe more villagers will go down, and the first villager is picked. They need to move away. These hunters are... luckily, these two hunters are not spotted over here. Now he's moving directly to the woodline, but Gummibaer reacting with a nice quick wall over here. Building a house. Oh, he should put a few more HP on the house, maybe.
Excellent play. I would have liked to see maybe a house on the stone as well, towards the town center to prevent the militia from running to the right, but that works as well.
Yeah, so he's safe. He can take wood, so that's a very nice initial defense by Gummibaer, who is already up to the feudal age, and Splaybuzzer has not clicked up yet. So this is a window of opportunity for Gummibaer, I think.
Yes, the scouts surely will come out now for Gummibaer once the stable is up. And
But look at this, they're flaming villagers forward as always from Splaybuzzer, who already put a house here on the berries, now putting a house here on the gold, trying to deny all the resources. Now a counter mill.
what a nightmare.
Putting a stable also right next to the berries.
And
Now some messy will fighting. This is not good, because the militia can just pick off the villagers of Gummibaer, and this villager will get picked off, and he is going down. Maybe another villager will go down here.
Oh, Gummibaer needs to send more if he wants to fight this, or stay at home and don't just ignore that. But
this is messy, and this villager not even going down. And a 2 HP villager is just as deadly as a full HP villager if left alone. Maybe now, one final hit. No.
Doesn't see it. Oh,
Oh, but losing another villager.
another one. Oh,
So
this
what's the villager count?
is devastating. So the villager count for both players is 24 to 24 Splaybuzzer, so already a huge advantage. And look at this, he's open here. This villager might get picked off. Oh, that's terrible. Oh no, oh no.
what is this pathing?
Weird pathing going on, idling villagers inside of the TC. But now he has a few scouts out, and the scouts are in on this side as well. So there is some counter aggression, which I do like.
So you would, so that's interesting. So would you
But-
say he should attack as he does now, or should he stay at home and clean up the brush first?
I would say he should clean up the brush, or more importantly, he should clean up the enemy villages.
Yeah.
Because they are the most dangerous thing over here. I don't know where they are. There they are. They're just standing around. Just pick them off with the
Send
scouts.
2 scouts maybe here.
Yeah.
And,
Because they can just build a tower and deny your wood line, or deny the farms. So, yeah. I think that would have been my priority. I mean, yes, he wants to go aggressive. He's done the early uptime, but I think he still has a chance even after defending. And so here he's engaging, losing one scout already to the villagers, picking one villager. Now the spearmen are out, and the scouts already on low HP, because he's also focusing at home. Maybe picking another villager of Splaybuzzer. Very well done. Oh, this is gonna be close. No, not being able to pick this villager. So overall, didn't do too much damage. Killed one villager, I think. And at home, he's still not defended. The villagers are still there.
Yeah, but he fought up 14 villagers. So
That's amazing. So that shows you the real lack of macro ability of Splaybuzzer.
so much idle time. Yeah.
So much idle time on the CC. I mean, and it's also weird pathing, I think, from Gummibaer. Gummibaer.
But yeah, so since he didn't clean up the drush, these militia are now men-at-arms and really menacing.
Yes, and also all of his scouts are dead. So basically Scout Rush didn't accomplish too much. The villagers are still alive, all the men-at-arms are alive, and the scout, even the enemy scout is alive. And that's terrible.
I think he should drop an archery range now. He has the wood. Just go on gold, build an archery range, and clean out these men-at-arms because they are distracting him so much right now.
Indeed. No, okay. This you hate to see this. Now this villager is walling himself in and preparing the watchtower. And Gummibaer has to react. He sees this. He could just build a counter tower, denying this tower, killing the villager maybe, and also defending the woodline at the same time.
Yeah, but I guess he's still busy microing his scouts at the front.
Oh yes, there's one more scout, but I don't like the aggression. He should have adapted. He said, okay, I have this one plan in mind, I will execute this plan, but he should have adapted to the aggression coming out, and I'm not sure if they will break through here. No, the palisade is getting repaired more quickly than it is getting better down.
And what is his plan? I mean, he's creating more scouts, but scouts at this point, they don't do anything. There's already spearmen out for Splaybuster. He needs to do something else.
Yes, and once the spearmen get forward, and the watchtower is up. It's denying this wood, so the wood line is basically gone. He's denying a lot of farms over here, and yeah, fighting men-at-arms with scouts is not a good idea. The men-at-arms are just stronger than the scouts in a 1-on-1 fight. Now putting out the watchtower. What do you think about this location?
Well, I guess he feels like he has to put it up there because it's just in range of that watchtower of Splaybuster, so maybe he can shoot it down. So I think it is probably necessary, but of course it is super messy and way too late.
Yes, that's the problem. Now losing one scout after the other, always fighting with only one scout. Now finally killing one man-at-arms over here with the scouts. This is so bad. And still the original scout of Splaybuster is still alive, picking another villager over here. Together with the man-at-arms, and yeah, looks dicey.
This must be at least the third villager that ran out of the base randomly and was picked off.
I think there's still maybe a bad gathering point. No, I don't know where the gathering... Oh no, it's over here now.
Okay.
But yeah, as you say, you should have just gone for archers, put down the counter tower, not put so much food into these scouts if they're gonna die anyways. Now killing this tower and... let's see if he can kill the villager. He should have focused the villager down because he could still escape at this moment if Splaybuster pays attention. But he, luckily for Gummibaer, he doesn't pay attention.
Finally, this aggression is dealt with, but the damage is already done. And Splaybuster should have a massive lead now and should be to the castle edge quicker if he is focusing on his economy. 4 villages ahead, and his resources are looking at least a little bit better.
Yes, but not as good as it could be is his economy, I think.
Well, but I guess that's because he's creating a lot of scouts now.
Okay, now switching into scouts. Interesting. Oh, and now here we have some wolf action. No. Okay, now the man-at-arms finally getting cleaned up with another scout. Now the scouts of Splaybuster are in, and there's another villager that might go down here. No, it will escape to the TC. But a lot of weak villagers, they always have to run back, a lot of idle time, and now we have the spearmen and the scouts. So pure scouts is not enough to defend from this, I feel like. Now some quick walls over here, which I like, but here this is still open, so he needs to re-wall this. Yes, he's thinking about that, and re-walling so the scouts won't be able to touch the wood line. So he is safe there at least.
I guess just pure
but look at this villager. Yeah, that's the bad gathering points, or the bad gathering points of the TC. He sends them to this tree. The scouts can then just pick off the villagers. There's another one coming out there to this particular tree, which could get picked off by the scouts if he so chooses.
Yeah, I guess he did not really expect more scouts to come in from Splaybuster. So
even though he always does that. More villagers. This villager is weak and it will just die. This looks very bad. And Splaybuster maybe wants to close this out in Feudal Age. I mean, he certainly could.
Yes. there's really nothing at this point going on for Gummibaer. He, since maybe 10 minutes almost, he's just defending.
And look at the villager count, it's 44 against 35. I don't really see a way back for Gummibaer here. Scouts still going strong. Yes, they've lost some HP, but look at these exposed villagers over here and on the gold mine, and there are still pikemen here. So yeah, very dicey situation for Gummibaer.
Splaybuzzer is now close to clicking up. Just needs a bit more food. What about Gummibaer? Is he is far away from the castle age, and usually Gummibaer in his games he gains an advantage by reaching the castle age first and sending knights into his opponent's base.
But even more scouts coming out, and now these exposed villagers, one gets picked off here, another villager is sent to the gathering point to on this tree. I mean, they're all getting picked off.
And in this game, so Gummibaer will not have this opportunity. Splaybuzzer will be up first, and with that, I would say the game should be over once Splaybuzzer hits the castle age.
I think so too. Maybe Gummibaer will fight on a little bit, but yeah, he doesn't have a chance. And interestingly, we didn't even see any action in the middle, so no wolves yet, no relics picked up yet, of course, because the players are not yet in castle age. So the map actually not mattering too much in this regard in this game.
Well, it was. They were closer together, the two players, than on any other map, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. But it was similar to could have also been an Arabia game, I guess.
Or a Nomad game.
Or a Nomad game.
Given the amount of laning.
Yeah. Okay, but this tower I think will get denied. It will be battered down, and the resources are lost, I think.
Yes, indeed.
So that's a small victory for Gummibaer.
More.
But now the woodline is open, and that's exactly what he wanted. Diving in with the scouts. This one is weak. It could have just get killed, but no. More villagers going down. This villager goes down. This one will go down, and another one going down. Probably over here. And now fighting a spearman with the villager, and the villager will of course win against the spearman of Gummibaer. Terrible, terrible fate. Now, what is Splaybuzzer preparing behind? He's going for the archery ranges, already researching, fletching, preparing some archers, so he will switch from the cavalry play to the archers, which I think is the good choice to close out this game.
Yes, and this castle age crossbowmen with upgrades, they will. I mean, Gummibaer will not be able to counter them, even if he had skirmishes. He'll be outranged.
And walling is just not enough against the archers because they can range over the walls.
So yeah, Gummibaer probably expecting knights now. Hence these very narrow walls, very close to his base. But that will be devastating against crossbowmen. They can just shoot over the walls
and completely deny all the resources of Gummibaer. To be fair, there is a knight out, I think, and it already has +1 defense and +1 attack. That was also for the light cav, because remember, Splaybuzzer is Turks, so he gets the upgrade to light cav for free.
Oh yes, so now in Castle Age the Turks actually getting a bit better. The free light cavalry upgrade and their gold mining bonus.
Indeed. And now he could also maybe go for a few monks to pick up the relics.
And as you say that, he builds a monastery.
Indeed he does. So maybe we'll see some relic action after all on this map, which is actually about the relics in the middle. Yes. Now the knight and the light cav coming in, and I think the spearmen just aren't gonna cut it anymore at this point.
So Gummibaer thinks that his suspicion is confirmed. He sees a knight, he sees light cav.
Oh, he has to wall this, but look at these villagers over here, just standing there, just waiting to be picked off. Just like, okay, kill us please. Oh, trying a quick wall. Interesting. But if you're not the Viper, you should just not attempt this.
Right. The archers are out now.
Archers are out. Crossbow upgrade coming in. Armor upgrade coming in. The monk is coming in. But that's just... yeah, I think it has to be GG soon. Now finally, a wolf gets in on the action, but gets cleaned up immediately.
Gummibaer now reached Castle Age, so maybe he thinks he still has a chance with the Castle Age. He has a stable,
But look at the villager counts. It's 20 more for Splaybuzzer than Gummibaer.
Yeah, but Gummibaer doesn't know that, and he sees the score. He's only 600 points behind.
Indeed.
So, and if Splaybuzzer would have let his eco slip like he sometimes does, maybe Gummibaer could have had a chance.
Oh, but look at this. Now the crossbows are in. They will pick off a villager here. Castle will be dropped on the front. And I don't see a way back for Gummibaer at all.
Castle now cementing Splaybuzzer's position. Of course, it's not forward enough for my taste, but it will do its job.
Yes, I think he knows he has the game. He doesn't need to take any risks. And now these villages are going on a magical journey across the map. However,
now the knights breaking through.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed, knights breaking through. Crossbows are in. So desperation attack or desperation escape over here. Meanwhile, the first relic is collected. But look at this. What's happening over here? The snow leopard is chasing. The next snow leopard is chasing. Maybe this wolf will get in on the action. Now it's just out of range. But this snow leopard over here.
Perilous journey for these villagers.
And then there's another wolf over here. I mean, it's Wolf Hill after all. Also getting on the action. Another snow leopard, and so this escape will be futile. Meanwhile, Gummibaer's base is getting cleaned up over here by the castle and the crossbowman. But let's look at the fights. Oh, this is terrible.
What an absolute destruction.
He's trying to escape with one,
but
no!
No.
These wolves, the leopards are on point. They see exactly what the plan is. Well, maybe he can get a quick wall here. Quick wall. Oh! Game is over. Well played to the players, and congratulations to Splaybuzzer.
Just getting in the one relic.
Going ahead. 1-0 in this series.
What a game, what a game. Now let's look at the statistics for a moment. And let's analyze the choices of the players. So of course Splaybuzzer ahead in most statistics, but let's look at technology. So we see that Gummibaer was in Feudal Age already at 10 minutes. Not the fastest feudal time, but I think he did have a window of opportunity here, but he should have focused on cleaning up the forward villages and the drush instead of going directly forward, because that would have given him a much better position at home.
Yes, indeed, he would have been safe at home and could have focused on attacking after that.
Indeed. Now villager high, of course, heavily in favor of Splaybuzzer, and that's reflected in the timeline. But you see that here was a window of opportunity for Gummibaer, but not defending at home, having this rush all the way through Feudal Age in his base, really being the problem here. And his scouts on the front didn't accomplish too much because he had to micro at home and at the front, and that's just a very difficult thing to do.
Alright, so the players are here. Should we get them in? A little comment?
I mean, the game has been played 2 days ago, I think.
Do you remember anything you want to put in here?
So, yeah, on the one hand, you're right. I should have cleared up first at home. But my hope actually was a little bit that Splaybuzzer has his attention completely on his rush. Like he had the villagers there, he had his units who had to be microed. And my hope, and maybe it would have succeeded against other players, my hope was that he is just forgetting about his base. And just 3 scouts there and clearing up all the villages, and in the meanwhile being not completely safe at home, but the Drush in the first place did not.
Oh, it did a lot. It did so many villages went down.
Really?
Oh,
in the Drush already?
Already in the Drush.
Okay. In my memory, the Drush was completely senseless.
No. It already.
Okay.
Well, okay. So the Drush came over. You didn't even scout his base, and already your first villager died.
Yeah.
So.
But in retro perspective, I would mass scouts, like just continuously producing scouts as long as he is in my base. And clearing up, and then going forward with one group of scouts, not managing 2 or 3 groups, because this is incredible to micro, and I just noticed it. So, and he already had 6 spears, so go with one concentrated mass of scouts. In the meanwhile, go securely into Castle Age and make the transition into Cav Archer, I guess, or Mangudai. this would have been a choice. The scouts just looping around, maybe taking one or two spearmen, but just drawing his attention out of my base.
Yes.
And yeah, I will have a really quite soon against him. I'm sure. Like
get hyped.
Okay, yesterday he said, okay, he won't play this game for 2 months now. And today he's like, oh, I'm gonna have a
Just a little sleep, and his mindset is restored. That's what he wants to hear.
So yeah, I learned a lot in the series in general. I got only this best of 3, but also against the other players. So yeah, I feel satisfied with the last games, and I feel like if I had this status before, I would have also like managed it rush better, staying at home, making the right decisions. So maybe Peter's Couch Cup 2 will lead to other results. We will see.
Or the fabled Christmas Cup that was announced yesterday.
Oh, get hyped for the Christmas Cup. Well, don't spoil the results, as this will be one of the first videos of the playlist.
We just had to recast this because in a panic move the original casting was deleted by Whipley.
Oh, you mentioned that already, thank you. Let's finish this.
I just want to let the viewers know.
Alright. See you in the next game.
See you in the next game.